And starting right here is two sensors sensing how much is in the DPF and stuff like that. So I used some WD-40 and got the electrical plug out of there. Now there's one bolt, you can see on the side. I'm gonna get that because all this tubing right here is gonna come down with the exhaust. So maybe I can get up in there and turn that one bolt. And it's turning, so maybe you guys can see it over here. Okay. So I got the nut off. Let's see if this thing, there we go. Got that right off of there. After I got that loose, I just taped off the connector. I'm gonna do that with some black electrical tape as I go down, just to make sure I protect this from corrosion and wear from stuff that I'm gonna be doing with the truck. So the next thing I wanna do is head down and just keep unconnecting connectors that I see connected to the truck, like right over here. This is how I've been doing it. It's got a red connector on it and it won't move, so just spray a little bit of WD on there. Probably didn't help that I coated over it. Okay, let's see if that does it. Man, this is a tough one. There we go, I finally got it. Unplug that one. Now I'll probably put the sensor back there after I paint that. So I got that sensor out, and then there's another one right here. That's the one I just got, but this one I'm talking about. There we go, got those two down. Got my black electrical tape. Finally got the ones at the turbo, and as you can see, the ones I just did are right there. I taped them up, got them out of the way, and then the next ones we're gonna do are right here. After we do those, and then I'll finally be ready to unclamp that, unclamp the pipe up there, and take out this dang DPF filter. Now I'm lucky and I'm glad that I bought a 2011 opposed to one of the newer ones, the newest ones, because then I'd also have to work with the DEF, diesel emission fluid, which is it's just another terrible thing that they add to these trucks. So it's funny, I can't tell you too much about this stuff here, but I sure know how to remove it. I mean, we're all probably like that. So let's see if this one can really unplug right that. Wow, I didn't even have to use any WD on this one. Okay, so I got that. Get that off that cord there. And then the other one, the other sensor wraps around up here. It's one of those push plugs. I hate these because they don't press very well. Where's my WD? Probably gonna coat that hole before I plug them back in. Man, this one sucks. I don't want to freaking break it. I should be able to plug her like that, and there we go. Feed that over the frame. I don't know why I decided to do that with this one. Take that out of the little clamp here. There we go, got that unplugged. So I don't know, I guess I'll tape this one up, tape it up here or something. Maybe I'll just plug it in so I can fill that hole. Alright, I got those taped up and out of the way. And now moving on. Okay, and the last sensor I gotta get to, one right here. This one's all the way down near the muffler. At least that's from what I see. And this one's got another pusher. Gosh dang it, I hate these. Got to get that WD right behind my head. Huh? Okay. See if that does it. Yep. And I should be able to push this. Actually, I'm just gonna take this out of the frame first, like before. Man, there couldn't be a better way to maybe like strap it to the frame instead of making holes. Okay, there we go. Got the last one out. Just gonna push that over. I do like how they give you these little clamps. This one actually doesn't look like a clamp for some reason. Why didn't they put a clamp here? Okay, so that looks like the last sensor for me here. Maybe I'll be able to bring this. Yeah, I'll bring this cord over, hook it there, I guess, if it actually reaches. Just put it in the factory position and tape it so. And done. Just got that out of the way. Guess that's a good spot like that. Okay, so next thing I gotta do is now get all this piping down. And the hardest part is gonna get these exhaust clamps off. That's gonna be the hard part. Okay, so I'm starting here at the pipe. I'm gonna unhook right here. Start with these bolts, and then I'm gonna unhook down by the muffler at the clamp. So hopefully I can take a wrench. I'm gonna need a bigger wrench. Start with this bolt right here. It should be pretty easy. Got those stubborn bolts off. I kicked it a little bit, so now it's pretty loose. So now I'm gonna go down to the muffler down there and unhook one of the clamps. Alright guys, so yeah, I was not able to get that bolt off. It was impossible. I tried using WD-40 on it. I turned the wrench as hard as I could. On a bigger wrench that I have, it was just not coming off. So I got this hacksaw here. I'm gonna try to cut that clamp off, and then we could probably get that pipe down by doing that. So it's gonna be pretty hard because this is pretty dull. But once I get that clamp off, and we'll finally be able to get that whole DPF down. After sawing at that thing for a while, I was finally able to cut that clamp. Get that dang thing off of here. Now I'm hoping that those pipes aren't rusted together or something, because that would just suck. So I got the dang clamp off the truck. Doesn't look too good on that side. Looks like this part that I was holding on just broke off. So it looks and sounds like it's pretty loose in here. So if I get the clamp off down there, maybe we'll be able to get this whole thing just to fall out of place. So I just unhooked the exhaust clamp there because I'm not gonna be able to get this pipe out without pushing everything that way. I'm not trying to take down the cross member right there. So I'm gonna have to go down there, unhook that one, and hopefully be able to get this pipe out here. Now at least back here I got a lot more room to work with. I'm just gonna have to get this clamp out, move that spider out of the way, and hopefully that pipe will move. I got the two clamps down up there. Now I'm just gonna loosen this up and see if I can. This thing's gonna come timbering down. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. Got it. All right. Finally got that. Finally got that down. Now I was thinking I was just gonna keep that rest of that up there until I made a decision on whether to get the race pipe for a little bit or not. But I might just take the whole exhaust down. But anyways, holy crap. The easy part is now here. This was the hardest part. I figured that I'd have to take all the clamps out, and that last clamp back there, it's just a nightmare. These clamps look pretty easy, but I know for a fact that this thing weighs a lot, and it definitely does. There's a lot inside those things here. Let me see if I can get my phone light. Yep, that's what it looks like in there, guys, just in case you guys wanted to know. And honestly, it looks pretty clean on this side. They really do a good job, you know what I'm saying? At least until they break, and then you have to replace it for like $2,500. Okay, all that's left to do now is to take down those easy clamps holding the diesel particulate filter. And back there, that clamp is a nightmare, so I might just put the pipe back up. I'm not sure yet. Clamp right here. See, that does the trick. Might have to pull the screwdriver on this one. Nope. That's all I need to do. Okay, got one down. And then there's one over here. Oh. Alright, so that's ready to come down. I forgot about that. I'm hoping that this is just hollow, so I don't have to do anything here. I'm pretty sure the cat's up there, so I think I'm gonna still be running the cat. But without this and the muffler thing is going to be loud. It's going to be real loud. Alright, here, let me move you over. Sorry about that. My apologies. I don't know if that's the safest place to put the camera though, you guys, because this thing's gonna fall. WD that now. That should be good. I'm not trying to get stuff on my hand. Yeah, so there's a lot of travel I need to make before it goes anywhere. I should get my jack stand. Do that. Okay, so I get the thing moved over a little bit. Alright, now I'm pulling out of the grooves of the rest of the pipe in the front, so this is probably going to drop the weight. Oh! Oh man. I'm not trying to break the wire. Get it past the... See, I thought these two were held on up there. I'm trying to deal with the camera as I'm doing this. Okay. Yeah, I thought my sensors, I thought they were hooked up there. But no, they were just pushed against something. I'm not trying to break them. Like I said before, I'm not planning on putting this back on the truck, but I don't want to break this thing just in case I sell it or have to use it again. Man, this layer is just disgusting. Okay. About to be on the ground in 3, 2. It's about to hit my hand. 1. Oh, man, I didn't move it down enough. There we go. The thing is off the truck. The freaking DPF filter. I don't even want this. Like, come on, EPA. Like, this is not a good fix. Alright. Finally got it off. The diesel particulate filter used to be part of the truck, but now you're all mine. So this whole contraption is just very unnecessary for the truck. It weighs like 100 pounds. Just look how big this thing is. It looks the same. I looked on the inside of each side. It looks exactly the same, just a net in there. And I guess it burns it all out whenever it fills up with soot and stuff like that. So I'm sure this truck is gonna smell a lot more. Basically, when this was on the truck, I did not smell a thing. When I bent down by the exhaust pipe, all those emissions equipment working together, really does do a good job, but I just don't want this on the truck. I want my truck to last longer and run more efficiently. So there's still some stuff we have to do. I still need to decide whether I want to take that pipe down or put it back up. And then I also got to take care of that power cord right there. Alright guys, I'm under the truck now. Let me pull out a light. So I can't see much, but it looks like these sensors right here aren't some kind of filter or anything. Okay, now I can see pretty well back into there. and that goes pretty far. I can see the cat. Pretty sure that's what I'm looking at. What the hell is that? But now I'm gonna take care of these two cords. See, I figured I'd not tape them yet because I thought I might do something with the pipe, but it looks like I'm just gonna keep it there. So I guess I'll tape it off. Wow, that is a lot of soot inside that pipe. I can't imagine if I just kept letting the truck like this. Oh man, see, like, take a look at that. Oh man, that's very sad. Power cords, I got that out of the way by putting it right there. And I'm gonna tape the whole paint around the edges of this thing. Just gonna coat right over that. Make sure to get into the bolts there. There we go, guys. I actually hooked up the pipes back up on the rear end, muffler back. I just hooked them up to the clamps. That one was already still clamped, so I don't know how loud the truck is actually going to be, so I'm going to want to have some visible piping until I realize how loud this is. I'm not trying to get pulled over or anything, and then they're like, oh, you don't have an exhaust, where is it? And then they took a look and stuff. So as long as it's there, I mean, it's fine. And I also touched up around on the pipe and the inside, so I got all that taken care of. You know, and if I find the truck not to be that loud, I'll probably just take the piping down so I don't have it rust, depending on how long I keep the truck just dumped like that. That is honestly really cool. It's gonna sound really good. Like, let's see how far that is. That's not even to the end of the, like, the front seats door. That's gonna be something. And yeah, I got those wires taped out, like I said before, threw another layer of paint on the outer side there. You can just see that soot just caked onto that. It's just horrible. It's just like the truck was eating its own poop. Ugh. Alright guys, now I'm gonna get you some views of the truck without the DPF in the way. There's the exhaust. I did coat a lot of the piping all the way back from the muffler again. Just threw an extra layer on there. Protect it a little more. So there's the look of that. As you can see, it's just dumped. If you look over here, the DPF was sitting pretty low on the truck. Like, it was lower than that subframe. It was just hideous. I just hated seeing these big oval blobs just hanging underneath the truck.